is holding his legs in the way so you can't tell. So I just used, I knew the lighting would kind of be like that. So
but like that person in the foreground right there, that just sort of happened to be beautifully
yeah,
lit
it's
right
just,
there.
and that's the serendipity. Like you can plan for things, but with photography, it's almost a lot of serendipity.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if you see really nice light on everyone and it might not all be working, you know there is a chance at one point it's going to come together. So just being ready for that. And this was on a tripod, so it was easy. I could still eat and just have the little thing to cook it every once in a while. If I use flash, you can see who they are more, but they wouldn't get such nice light. So this is, like you were asking about telling a story that you get in it. This was, I brought tree climbers so I could we could put a platform up in trees and take photos of the chimps at like eyesight instead of always looking up, because then you've got the white sky to deal with. So this is one of the platforms, and I took photos as I went, and so I just pulled out some I thought could be used to tell a story. But as you go, if you're thinking, you start thinking in story mode. And so when I saw this, I kind of thought, oh, that could kind of work as a title slide, because it says where it's at, and you kind of have someone who's playing the character, and this is the platform. So you can, when you start thinking in story mode, it does help you. You might not think it now, but once you start doing it more and more, you kind of, your brain will think, oh, well, that could work as this part of the story or that part. And these were the two British climbers. But just, when you have characters, it's always, you just need a little simple shot of what they're doing or kind of why they're there. And so, if they're important to the story, following them for the day, and you say, oh, you're just trying to look for something that might give the viewer, okay, they're doing this. And these are the two guys, they're the important people. And for this, it was kind of like that, because there's always people around, so I had to distinguish who was doing what. And they would use the slingshot, because it's the forest. If you shoot a crossbow and get stuck in a tree, you're kind of screwed. So they would use slingshots to get a line over a branch, and then pull the line, and then to put the platform into the tree. And so the whole time, the line would get tangled, and it was a long process. But showing those difficulties while you're working, and sometimes if you're with people, kind of zooming in on what you want to show, and not having distraction of other people or anything that doesn't matter in the photo, just kind of focusing on if you want to show something. And this is, we've been trying to get it up in the tree all day, and it just wasn't working. So we had to do it the right time. But this is if you trying to be on the same level as the person you're taking a photo of helps. It's kind of simple, and maybe it's just something with where brains work, but it makes the photo just kind of look a little bit better. And so if you're working with people that are shorter or taller than you, sometimes you have to account for that. So I have to get low a lot if people are shorter than me. If they're taller than you, I could be a little bit more, I think. But I'm sure you can always just figure out a way to work it. I don't think you guys have to deal with this as much, but with the forest, the insects were horrendous. So these are all sweat bees. And they get in your ears and your eyes, and as soon as you crush one, more of them show up. And so, I mean, I was going to just say that it's always good to have a mosquito net. But again, just showing what, if it's something, usually like pain or conflict, people kind of like to see that because that gives them, it makes you see what it's like to be there. And people, I don't know, it's kind of, People always like to see bugs fly. Why? But you think if there's something that's kind of challenging in the situation you're in, showing that can help people see what it's like. And this is just one of the platforms that's going up. And they're little 3x3 things. And that's at the end of it. And we got up in that tree. And we put 6 of them up. It was all for the shot of the chip far away, from same view. And I was there for 2 months, and I sat in the tree like 5 days. Oh, I could do 3 days in a row, and I had to have a break. Because you go up from sun up to sundown. You wouldn't want to be going in and out when the chips are around, but also the sweat bees and the bees find you immediately. So you have to get up before they're really active, because once they find you, you can't do anything. They just stay on you, and that's what you do. So I'd have to go up and those hanging wipes, just use hanging wipes, and then change clothes and the clothes that weren't sweaty, because I would get sweaty going climbing up. And it was all that work, and we got a huge grant to do it, and it was just for one shot. And so when you're telling your story, you'll probably think of some really, really important shots to show. And it's sometimes worth it to put a lot of effort into getting those shots. You don't want to waste, but at the same time, you don't want to waste all your time. Like I spent, too much time on this. It was just for one shot. But for a magazine, that one shot, it matters a lot. But for you guys, you don't want to bang your head against the wall trying to do something that's important if it's not working. Because there's so many other things you can be doing, and I have a feeling you have kind of limited amount of time. I only saw a chip the last day for like 5 minutes. And thankfully I got shot, and I wanted to show that they walked through the canopy, and that's kind of the highway instead of going on the ground. So it paid off, but it was too much work for one photo. And so I don't know if you guys will be using black and white. It's always a preference. But black and white, I like it because it helps you kind of focus in on what you want to show. But then there are certain just with how things work in the environment, because this is an area that floods. And in the color photo, it's okay, but you don't see like this line. And because it's black and white, you can clearly see, okay, it's this high when it floods. It's because with cameras, you can switch back and forth. If you're taking photos and you're struggling and it just doesn't look right, and it might be because it's going out skies or it's too dark here, or if the colors you're working with maybe just 3 colors, it doesn't look that great. Just switching the monotone might help you feel better about what you're doing, just because then the colors, if they're not many, it can be just a distraction. You bring it into what you're trying to photo. Yeah. And this is the chips would use the termite mounts. And so I had lots and lots. This is the camera trap they would use it. It's a video recorder. And so when chips come, it sets off this to record instead of using the tools. Yeah, so he's testing it. And so I knew we needed a shot of showing the researchers using the camera trap, because that was how they kind of gotten to see the chips doing this activity, because they're still the chips aren't exactly habituated to see on the ground, they run away. So it was not a invasive way to photograph or videotape chimps. But he's testing it, and he's the pygmy, and so you have to be aware of those sensitivities. My editor at Geographic she liked this photo better because that other one she felt it's bringing a connect, yeah. And so when you're taking photos, you're not even thinking about it, you're taking a photo. But you have to be aware there's always going to be sensitivity